Chelsea have approached Palace for Olise. Olise reportedly has a release clause in his current contract worth roughly $60 million, which could be triggered this summer. It is reported that Chelsea have also requested permission from Palace to speak to Olise and his entourage as the Blues look to secure his signature this summer, following an impressive season at Selhurst Park. Olise registered 10 goals and 6 assists from just 19 Premier League outings last season, emerging as one of the brightest talents in the league. Whilst Chelsea are keen on a move, they will face competition, with the tweet indicating that several clubs are monitoring the 22-year-old. Juventus make $40 million bid to sign Mason Greenwood. Juventus have reportedly made a $40 million offer to sign Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood. The 22-year-old recently agreed a deal to sign for the Italian Giants, and they have now made a sizable bid for him. They are confident of reaching an agreement with Man United, although a deal is not considered imminent despite talks reaching an advanced stage. The Italian Giants have appointed Thiago Motta as their new manager following the departure of Massimiliano Allegri last month. They finished third in the Serie A last season, 23 points behind champions Inter Milan. Motta is targeting several quality additions as he aims to bring the glory days back to the Allianz Stadium. Juventus are currently leading the race for Greenwood, but they are also targeting another Man United player. Italy manager Luciano Spalletti has decided 5 very strict rules to his squad. Italy manager Luciano Spalletti has reportedly attempted to install discipline in his squad at Euro 2024 by setting out 4 strict rules. According to Eurofoot, the 65-year-old has banned his squad from using a PlayStation, while they will also be forbidden from playing games after midnight. Players will also reportedly not be able to wear headphones while they are with the rest of the squad and will be banned from using their phones while they are at the massage table. Concerns for Les Bleus. Virus disrupts France's Euro preparations. The French national team is being plagued by a cold virus in the lead-up to the start of the Euros, various media in France report. Head coach Didier Deschamps and Bayern Munich forward Kingsley Coman are said to be the hardest hit. The situation is creating some concerns within the French camp, as they aim to start the tournament on a strong note. The medical team is closely monitoring the affected individuals, providing necessary treatment, and ensuring that the players are fit for the upcoming matches. Despite these challenges, the team remains focused and determined to overcome the hurdles. The virus outbreak serves as a reminder of the unpredictability and challenges that teams can face during major tournaments. As the kickoff approaches, all eyes will be on how Les Bleus handle these disruptions and whether they can maintain their form and focus amidst the adversity. The team's resilience and ability to adapt will be crucial in their quest for Euro glory. Edin Terzic leaves Borussia Dortmund by mutual agreement. Borussia Dortmund head coach Edin Terzic has left the club by mutual agreement. The 41-year-old departs less than 2 weeks after leading the German side to the final of the Champions League, where they lost out to Real Madrid. His current contract was due to expire next summer, but he will now leave the club with immediate effect. Brentford will not sell Ivan Toney. Brentford will refuse to sell England striker Ivan Toney for any less than $60 million, as TalkSport understands. The Bees previously slapped an $80 million asking price for the center forward in January as they desperately looked to keep hold of the player. Alisson refused Al Nassr. Had he accepted the offer, Alisson would have been reunited with former Liverpool star Sadio Mane, but even that prospect, on top of the money that was offered, apparently couldn't persuade the Brazilian shot-stopper to leave Anfield. His contract still has 3 years left to run, and being the undisputed first choice at Liverpool and 31, he obviously has a number of years of playing at the highest level ahead. Meanwhile, Al Nassr are set to continue their search for a top-class goalkeeper. Alisson was their first-choice target for the role, but now they've been forced to consider alternative targets, and they're believed to have already turned their attention to 34-year-old Wojciech Szczesny of Juventus. Dominic Calvert-Lewin being considered for transfer by Man United. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a name under consideration by Man United this summer. Manchester United have unearthed a gem in the form of Rasmus Højlund over the last 9 months. The Dane has looked superb at times while showing the inconsistencies of youth. With Anthony Martial now no longer at the club, United should find some help for Højlund by signing another frontman. Finding that player who is willing to dip in and out of the side will not be easy, while limited funds also make the situation tough. Several names have been linked with filling the void, including the likes of Joshua Zirkzee and Jonathan David. Today, another familiar name has been thrown into the mix: Dominic Calvert-Lewin. It's United Stand journalist Sam C. with the information. He claims that Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has been linked with a red switch over years gone by, is still a possibility. Atletico Madrid eye Barcelona striker and swap deal with João Felix. Over the past few weeks, there has been a lot of excitement surrounding Barcelona forward Vitor Roque. Recently, a report from Sport mentioned that Atletico Madrid have now shown interest in him and are planning to propose a direct swap deal involving the Brazilian and João Felix. It is said that Atletico Madrid are pushing to decide Felix's future, especially since they are aware of Barcelona's strong interest. It looks likely that an agreement will have to be reached during the summer, since it seems impossible for Felix to return to play for Atletico. Initially, Atletico wanted a transfer deal, but this idea has been completely ruled out. Now, they are considering a direct player swap or a favorable transfer exchange for all parties involved, and Roque's name has been brought up in this context. Jonathan Tah remains Bayern target. Jonathan Tah remains a Bayern target even after signing Hiroki Ito. Bayern will insist in talks with Bayer Leverkusen. There's still distance on the fee, but Bayern are planning to insist on Tah, as one or two center-backs could leave the club this summer. Tah wants the move. Bayern Munich's move to prevent Alphonso Davies from joining Real Madrid. The file on Alphonso Davies remains hotly debated in the offices of Bayern Munich and Real Madrid. In the tug-of-war over the Canadian fullback, the Bavarian club has taken a new step. According to the newspaper Bild, Bayern has increased their renewal offer to Davies amid new talks between the player's agents and Real Madrid. Specifically, the offer is reported to be $14 million annually, although this is still far from the nearly $22 million that the player is asking for. Davies has a contract with Bayern until 2025, and the club knows they either have to renew his contract or sell him this summer to get the most out of his transfer. Real Madrid has entered the scene with a lower offer, far from the $54 million that the German club is asking for. The White Club won't go to extremes to sign Davies, who could, like Mbappé, join for free in 2025 once his contract with Bayern expires. Now the decision is up to Alphonso.